Frozen for movie opens when Elsa wakes in the middle of the night from a dream so vivid it feels real, a haunting melody carried by an icy wind calling her name. She senses something shifting deep in the world's magic, colder and older than anything she's felt before. The next morning, she confides in Anna, who grows concerned but tries to reassure her. Still, Elsa feels an unshakable pull, as if someone or something is reaching out from far beyond their borders. She begins to prepare for a journey, even though the destination is unclear. Meanwhile, Anna is adjusting to life as Queen of Arendelle, balancing royal duties with her longing for adventure. She notices the weather behaving strangely, snow falling in summer, rivers freezing overnight. Kristoff, who's been traveling to trade goods, reports hearing rumors from distant villages about an ice veil creeping over the land. Anna realizes the disturbances might be connected to Elsa's dreams, though she wants Elsa to stay in Arendelle for safety. She knows that's impossible. Together, they decide to investigate. Olaf grows unusually quiet after overhearing villagers speak about an ancient winter curse. When pressed, he admits to remembering a story from when Elsa created him, a tale of a forgotten ice realm hidden in the far north. At first, the others think it's just another of Olaf's whimsical stories. But Elsa feels a strange truth in his words, and Kristoff agrees to guide them as far as he can. The group readies for the harsh journey, gathering supplies and saying their goodbyes. They set out on a ship toward the northern seas, but the waters grow treacherous as sheets of ice block their way. A massive ice storm engulfs them, tossing the ship like a toy. Elsa uses her powers to shield them, but the storm feels alive, resisting her magic, almost mocking it. By the time they reach land, the crew is shaken, and they realize they've entered a place untouched by sunlight for decades. The air feels heavy, as if holding centuries of secrets. On their first night ashore, Elsa wanders alone and finds strange ice sculptures carved into the cliffs. They depict events she has never seen: battles, frozen landscapes, and a figure eerily similar to herself, but crowned in dark frost. She touches one and feels a surge of unfamiliar magic rush through her. The vision is brief but powerful, a queen who commands ice not for beauty, but for domination. Elsa collapses in the snow, unsure if what she saw was memory or warning. The next day, the group discovers an abandoned village buried under layers of frost. Olaf finds toys frozen mid-play, and Kristoff uncovers tools still warm to the touch. Despite the cold air, it's as if time stopped in an instant. Anna notices footprints leading away from the village toward the mountains. They follow the trail, passing through forests where the trees are encased in solid ice, their branches glistening like glass. The further they go, the more Elsa's magic feels different, heavier, as though it's being pulled somewhere else. Deep in the mountains, they encounter a stranger cloaked in fur, who warns them to turn back. She introduces herself as Ilva, a guardian of the ice veil, and claims Elsa's presence here will awaken something dangerous. Elsa presses for answers, but Ilva speaks in riddles, mentioning the first Frost Queen, who still waits for her return. Before Elsa can ask more, a quake shakes the ground, revealing an entrance to a cavern glowing with blue light. Inside the cavern, crystalline walls pulse with energy. Elsa feels drawn toward the center, where a massive shard of black ice juts from the ground. As she touches it, memories flood her mind, images of a queen whose power grew so immense she froze her own kingdom to keep it safe, but in doing so, trapped herself for eternity. Elsa realizes the shard is a prison, and the queen's spirit is still alive within. The spirit whispers promises of shared power, of ending all threats to their kind forever. Anna pulls Elsa away, warning her not to listen, but Elsa admits she feels connected to the queen, as though they share the same magic. They decide to leave the cavern and regroup, but outside, the storm has worsened. Snow beasts made of pure frost attack, forcing the group to flee. Kristoff uses his sled to lead them down the mountains, narrowly escaping an avalanche. Olaf, shaken but trying to keep spirits high, begins telling jokes just to stop Anna from crying. Back at their camp, Ylva reappears and admits the truth. The first Frost Queen is the origin of all ice magic, and Elsa's power comes from her. Centuries ago, the Queen's ambition to protect her people twisted into control over the world's seasons. The Guardians imprisoned her in black ice, but the prison weakens when another wielder of her magic comes near. Elsa now understands her. Dreams were the Queen's way of calling her closer. Determined to learn the whole truth, Elsa convinces Ylva to guide them deeper into the ice veil, to a sacred glacia where the magic began. Along the way, Elsa struggles with her powers flaring unpredictably, sometimes freezing entire rivers without intending to. Anna notices Elsa's voice occasionally shifting, as if someone else is speaking through her. The closer they get, the more Elsa feels torn between resisting and embracing the Queen's influence. At the glacia, they find carvings telling the full story of the first Frost Queen's rise and fall. The Queen once saved the world from a firestorm by encasing the skies in snow, but the endless winter nearly destroyed all life. She believed only she could maintain balance, leading to her downfall. Elsa realizes the Queen is not purely evil, she was a protector who lost her way. This revelation shakes Elsa, making her question whether she could face the same fate. That night, Elsa dreams again, but this time she sees the Queen's face clearly. The Queen offers Elsa a choice: merge their powers and end all danger to Arendelle forever, or watch as the ice veil consumes everything. Elsa wakes to find her hands glowing with black frost. Anna is frightened, but tries to reach her sister's heart, reminding her of the warmth and love that has always defined her magic. The next morning, the group is ambushed by the snow beasts. Once more, this time led by a towering ice construct shaped like a queen's knight. Elsa hesitates to fight, worried that using too much power will unleash the Queen entirely. But when Anna is nearly crushed, Elsa channels her magic with precision, shattering the knight and freeing the others. The victory is short-lived, as the shard of black ice in the cavern begins to crack from afar. They rush back to the cavern to stop the Queen's release, but the storm becomes a hurricane of snow and ice. Inside, the shard explodes, and the spirit of the Queen emerges in a blinding flash. She's beautiful yet terrifying, her presence bending the air into frost with every breath. She greets Elsa as her heir and insists they are meant to rule together. Elsa refuses, declaring that true strength comes from protecting others, not controlling them. A battle erupts between Elsa and the Queen, their powers clashing in brilliant waves of ice and light. Anna and Kristoff work to protect Olaf and keep the cavern from collapsing, while Ylva uses ancient runes to weaken the Queen's magic. The fight pushes Elsa to her limits, forcing her to draw on every memory of love and warmth she's ever known. In a final surge, Elsa traps the Queen in a prism of pure light ice, locking her away once again. The ice veil begins to melt, and the storms fade. The abandoned village slowly thaws, revealing survivors who had been frozen in time. The people thank Elsa, though she humbly insists she was only part of the victory. Ylva bids them farewell, warning that the Queen's influence may never be gone entirely, but trusting Elsa to hold true to herself. On the journey home, Olaf reflects on the adventure, writing a new story about bravery, love, and snow queens who choose kindness over power. Kristoff teases Anna about being the most fearless queen in history, while Anna promises they'll keep Arendelle safe no matter what comes. Elsa smiles, quietly relieved, but still wondering if she's truly free of the Queen's voice. Back in Arendelle, life slowly returns to normal. Yet on the first quiet night, Elsa stands on the balcony, looking north. A faint whisper of icy wind brushes past her ear, soft, almost like a goodbye, or perhaps a promise. Elsa closes her eyes, holding on to the warmth of Anna's laughter behind her, and lets the wind carry away into the dark.